you're a first generation college graduate or first generation professional, it's very likely that you benefited from a super solid social network. Welcome back to Latino Studies 101. I'm your professor, Dr. Esther Trujillo, and today we're talking about the fourth I can't count. The fourth type of community cultural wealth, which is social capital. And we are reading Tara Yoso's article, Whose Culture Has Capital? You can read the article. It's in the reading list in my bio. But in the article, she talks about a concept called community cultural wealth, which is the concept that's in response to the idea that Latinos arrive to school and other institutions with deficiencies. Instead, she proposes that Latinos bring 6 types of capital or wealth with them into any situation. So the one we're talking about today is social capital. Typically, when you hear the concept social capital, it's in some kind of capitalist construct type of way. It may be in reference to your network or your ability to get a high-paying job. So you might be thinking of social capital as, how many connections can I get on LinkedIn? Who can I meet at this networking event to help me get my foot in the door at X company? You may be meeting someone and immediately trying to scope, hey, how can they help me with the things that I need to get ahead? Look, I get it. I've been to those conferences and those events. People look at you, they look at your name badge, they try to figure out what company or what institution you represent, and they make a snap judgment about whether you are worth their time or not. This is not the type of social capital that Yoso is talking about in the community cultural wealth concept. That type of social capital is individualistic and extractive. Instead, for social capital, she defines that as a collective or a collaboration. Within the concept of community cultural wealth, social capital is about a network of peers, mentors, and other community leaders who help you figure out ways to navigate into the next stage or into institutions or systems that are unfamiliar. So think about this. There was a study many years ago, and some of you are going to have to help me find it because I cannot find it, but that when one sibling in a family goes to college, the rest will also go. Now that is an example of social capital because it shows that you have built a network or a relationship with someone who will help you figure out how to navigate that system. This is also about those relationships that you build with people at work who help you figure out how to play the game. For instance, somebody told me once, hey, you should send a thank you note. Dude, I had no idea about that. We don't really do that in my culture, but apparently it's a big thing in corporate. It's about making relationships with people who help you understand the rules that are unwritten. So what's interesting about this concept for Latinos is that you have access to social capital, even if you don't have access to communities that have legacies at standing institutions. And that is because